next presenter. Our next presenter is a powerhouse. I mean a powerhouse. When she joined My Econ, we had a promotion that allowed you to join My Econ for free, absolutely free. And she took advantage of that opportunity, and I gotta tell you, she has not looked back since. I don't even know how she can come up with her return on investment, you know, because I mean, I guess it's infinite, right? Because she joined for free and got started in My Econ. Now, she is My Econ's very first female CEO Infinity, and she knows 100% of the information that My Econ teaches. And here's what I like about her the most. She is a big time investor. And you guys know that I love investing, and I have watched her talk about investing, and I'm going to tell you, she knows what she's talking about. Now, this person that I'm talking about is none other than Miss Angela Williams from the Windy City of Chicago, Illinois. She always looks like a movie star, and this morning is no exception. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Miss CEO Infinity, Miss Angela Williams, as she takes us through the Cash Flow Manager training. Angela, are you there?
Yes. Can you see my Cash Flow Manager screen?
Yes, I can.
All right. Well, I want to thank you. You made me feel so warm and fuzzy this morning. You guys, you have heard John Pettiford talk about income shifting and bringing an extra $200, $500, $800, $1,000 back into your household. And so what we're going to do right now is I want to teach you how to protect that income shift, because a lot of people adjust their W-4s and end up on the IRS at the end of the year. Why does that happen? Because they do not have enough write-offs at the end of the year. So because you have a My Econ business, you now have a sole proprietorship tax status. So that means that you're going to be able to enjoy some business write-offs that is going to minimize your tax liability. But in order to enjoy those write-offs, the IRS does require you to keep good records. And so a software that My Econ gives you is called the Cash Flow Manager software. There's also a Cash Flow Manager app that you can download to your phone. And what I'm going to show you is how to enter some of your income as well as your expenses, and pretty much how the system works. And so what I do love about the Cash Flow Manager system is you do have the ability to record expenses for a number of different businesses. So I do keep up and track with a number of different businesses that I have. So when you want to create your cash flow manager, you're just going to click the create a new cash flow manager, and it's going to ask you to name it. So name it whatever you want, and then you are done. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go into my Econ demo account that I use to train the team. Now, what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to enter new income, and you're going to be able to enter new expenses. Some people do use Cash Flow Manager to set up a home budget. If you like, you can use it. But today I'm just going to talk about income and expenses. So let's say you want to document your weekly commission check. All right. So what you can do is you're going to select the type of income, which could be commissions. There's also a button on the right-hand side where if you look at the drop-down box of selections, if there is a particular income that is not listed as one of the options or an expense, you can always click the button and you can add a different category. So in this case, we have commissions. You could put, I'm just going to use the data today. I'm also going to put in the amount. Let's say your commission check was $3,000. Okay. The who is going to be yourself, obviously. I'm going to say Angela Williams. The what is going to be my Econ commission check. And my where is actually going to be my online business. That's what I'm going to put here. Now for the notes, you can put the check number from My Econ. You can also put the week that your commissions are the week that was used to generate your commissions. And then what you're going to do is you're going to you could take a picture or a screenshot of your My Econ commission check, and you can attach it to this entry. So for example, if I click choose file, I am going to go to my receipts folder, And let's say I have a commission here, I can select that and I can click open. And what it's going to do is going to attach that snapshot of the commission check to this entry. And then I'm just going to scroll down and I'm going to click save entry. And now the entry is there. As you can see it says $3,000 commissions, and it has a picture of the commission check. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is I want to show you how to enter a expense. So I'm going to click enter expense category. And what I want to do really quickly is go through the options that are already here. So for example, advertising. If you buy any business cards, you get any banners, you do any brochures, if you do any vending tables and things like that, you can put that under advertising. Your $34.95 a month membership is 100% tax deductible. So you can log that under the CashFlow Manager monthly fee. We have communications. So with communications, this can be your cell phone bill, this can be your internet access. I added a category called education and self-development because we are in the financial literacy landscape. So you want to continue to always raise your financial IQ. So you should be buying books. And so Amazon is something that is always in my money. So I'm going to write that off under education and self-development. If you scroll down to your home office, if you decide to buy a computer desk or a shelf when you're setting up your space, you can write those items off as well. We also want you to go ahead and track your rent or your mortgage payments under the home office, because some of you may qualify for the home office deduction. Your tax preparer will be able to calculate what exactly that is going to be. What I will say, to qualify for the home office deduction, you do have to be profitable in your business. But go ahead and keep track of your rent, your utility bills. Now, if you have a credit card or a business credit card, when you have a business credit card and you use it specifically for business, you can write off the interest piece of your minimum payments on your credit cards. And so you will put that here, and that works the same as a loan. If I added a category called internet marketing advertising, if you buy Facebook ads or you place ads on Instagram, you can log those expenses there as well. Legal and professional, I actually use this category to pay a tax preparation services. Your meals and entertainment, as far as your meals, any meals that you eat outside of groceries that is related to your business, whether you go into Starbucks and you're getting coffee, if you meet a business partner, you guys are having dinner, you want to be able to take a picture of that receipt, and you want to put this into your CashFlow Manager. You'll be able to get about 50% of those meals being able to write off. If it's a meal for a business event that you are hosting at a hotel or at your house, then those meals are 100% write-off. If you attend My Econs conference, you're going to be able to write off the cost of the registration fees. As we scroll down, product samples. I don't know if any of you have realized, but on your products page of your website, we do have coffees. And what me and my team like to do is we like to get a box of the weight loss coffee. There's 30 samples in every box, and we actually sell the samples 5. We give people a 5-day supply. We use it as samples. People are paying for it, and things that we're giving out for free, you can put that and write it off under product samples. I added a category called team training prizes. So if you are a leader and you reward your team with prizes, recognition, you can put those expenses under there as well. For your transportation, you want to keep those gas receipts when you fill up on your car. You want to track your insurance. You also want to track your mileage. Like you heard John say, this year is 57.5 cents for every mile that you drive, business related. Your parking tolls, your repairs, your tires. If you are doing any travel, we will show you how to write off airfare, how to write off your hotel or your Airbnb, the meals associated while you're traveling, any parking fees, any public transportation or Uber. If you rent a car, if you eat their meals and you tip the waiter, you're going to be able to write off those tips as well. And at the bottom, we also teach you how to hire your children into your business. So this is something, a job that you can have your children do, which is keep up with your entries to your cash flow manager, and you can write off up to $12,000 per child, and we can show you how to do this. So what I want to do real quickly is I want to put in a cell phone bill. So I'm going to put communications, and let's just say, for example, this cell phone bill is $230. Who is this? This is actually going to be to Sprint, because that is who I am paying. The what is going to be my business phone, where I always say online because I'm paying my bills online. And then I'm going to choose a picture. So what I do is when I pay Sprint, I just screenshot it with a print screen, put Sprint phone, and it now has attached it to my manager here, and I'm just going to click save entry. Now, if your cell phone bill is the same every single month, you can set up a reoccurrence. So where it says always repeat this transaction, you can download it and you can put monthly, and then you can tell them when the next time to actually put this entry in. And so I'm just going to say the next month, same time, and I'm going to click save entry, and my post is now there. Now, the next thing that you can do is, let's say this is how I kind of track my miles. I like to track my miles on a weekly basis. And so what I am going to do is I'm going to click on enter new expense. I'm going to select the category transportation mileage. And here's what I'm going to do. Because I want to track my miles and I kind of do it on a weekly basis, I'm going to go in and I'm just going to make this a placeholder. So I'm going to do transportation mileage. And let's say on Sunday, I got 45,210 miles on my car. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in a fake placeholder of 20 business miles. And I'm going to go in and I'm just going to click save entry. I'm going to do that on Sunday. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do at the end of the week is I'm going to track my true business miles. So what I'm able to do is go back into my expense log, and down here on my entry where it says transportation mileage, I'm going to click this little edit button. And when I click this edit button, it's going to bring up my original entry. And so I'm going to scroll down because now I know that I got 260 miles, okay? And I'm gonna say that 40 of those miles were business miles because you guys know I'm self-employed. So every time I get in my car, it's about business for the majority of the time, okay? So I'm gonna put the 40 here, and then I'm gonna resave my entry. And now I got my mileage in there for the whole week. Now we do have on our CashFlow Manager app, we do have an option where you can turn on the GPS when you get in your car. You can click that button, and when you drive around, it's going to automatically calculate your mileage. When your car stops, it is going to shut it off. So that is an option for you too. And I'm going to do one more entry in here. And let's say I actually did a Facebook ad. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this Facebook ad entry in here. So I'm going to select internet marketing advertising. And let's say I ran a Facebook ad, and maybe Facebook only charged me $15. I'm going to put that in there. This is who, Angela Williams. This is my business, obviously. The what, this is going to be my Facebook. And no, I'm going to make my where Facebook. And I'm going to make my what. I'm going to make it the Facebook ads. Okay. And if for notes, you can put the period that your Facebook ads ran. I'm going to click choose receipt. And then I'm going to click Facebook ads, add that, and I'm done. This is something really simple. Don't let your receipts pile up. Try to do this on a weekly basis so it don't become overwhelming. Or like I said, you can hire a child into your business and you can let them do it. Now, at the end of the year, you're going to run a report. And so I'm just going to go back to January of 2019 here. So you're going to run a report, and I'm going to go from January 2019 to December of 31st of 2019. And it's going to run a report. What I'm also going to select is I'm going to select categorize. And what that is going to do is it's going to list all of your income and your expenses for the year. So in this demo, this is over 13,000 in commissions. And as you can see, all of my expense categories are added up for me. And what you're going to do is at the end of the year, you can click review. And what you're going to do is you're going to print this out, and you are going to give this to your tax preparer. Okay, and this is how your tax preparer is going to be able to fill out your Schedule C. You guys, this is the most important piece. This is how you are IRS compliant. Okay, and also you can also run your profit and loss statement here. So if you run it, as you can see, in January the income was $3,000, expenses was $799. So of course you in positive cash flow. And so actually every month you in this business, your cash flow should be increasing. So if your commissions are negative and your expenses are higher, then that means that you are cash flow negative. And the one thing about the IRS is they do look for you to make an attempt to make a profit in your business. So over time, your numbers should be changing and your cash flow should be going into a positive area. So the next thing that I do want to mention, I want to go over here and I want to share this piece here. Okay. So remember how I talked about how at the end of the year, you're going to print out your cash flow manager report and you're going to give it to your tax preparer. Your tax preparer is going to fill out your Schedule C. Schedule C is your profit and loss statement, and this is for a sole proprietorship that you have because you are in MyEcon, and MyEcon is your business. So I just wanted to give you a quick example of what this looks like. This is a business partner, Schedule C. Their income for the year was a little less than $500. This was their first time, really getting into the business. But they did track every expense that they had. And I know for a fact that this person was out every day promoting their MyEcon business. But when it was all said and done, you look at this car mileage. You heard John talk about that earlier today, over $7,900 in write-offs just from tracking your car mileage accurately. But at the end of the year, they had over $24,210 in expenses. And for some of you, you may have way more of the business type, your income, you're going to be able to keep more of your MyEcon commission check, okay? But I want to show you how this works. So he got $24,000 in write-offs. This is what it looks like from a tax perspective, because that Schedule C is going to be put on your 1040. So for example, his gross income was over $58,000, but here is the Schedule C write-off. The Schedule C write-off was $24,000. So that means it lowered his gross income and made his new adjusted gross income $33,889. See, this is the secret of the rich. So instead of being taxed off of $58,000, you're taxed off of $33,000. And then that's not including the standard deduction because he had a household. So we actually was able to take him from a $58,000 gross income to $15,000 in taxable income. So that means he's going to pay less taxes. He was able to adjust his W-4, keep his income shift, not owe IRS at the end of the year, and this individual still got a $4,000 tax refund check. How powerful is this? This is how you keep more of your hard-earned money. This is why everyone in America should have a home-based business tied to their income. Now, I want to close by saying why it is so important for you to be paying your $34.95 membership. If you join MyEcon in January and you're paying $34.95 a month, well, if you adjust your W-4 and you get back an extra $300 a month, then that also qualifies you for your business write-offs for the month. So let's just say we talk percentages, we say a little bit of rent, car, cell phone, and let's say $1,500. Well, by the end of the year, you will have paid my econ $419, but you income shift for the entire year, putting an extra $3,600 back into your pocket. Now, I don't know about you, but $3,600 is more than 419. So what does that mean? That means your business is free. That means your business is free. So if you came into my econ and you have a job and you income shift, your initial enrollment is paid back in the next, 10 days. And by the time you finish the year, your business was absolutely free. So it really is a no-brainer. And then that also qualifies you for over $20,000 in business write-offs, which is going to protect your $3,600 income shift. So I just want to make sure that everybody understand the gem of a business that you have. And I want you guys to know that my econ is the #1 secret weapon to preventing living paycheck to paycheck. And so what we have done today is we've actually showed you how to make more money. We've showed you how to manage your money. John even showed you how to take that money and be completely debt-free in less than 8 years. And because you're in my econ, plus we teach you how to invest your money, we're gonna also show you how to multiply your money. So you are in the right place at the right time with the right leaders, with the right company, with best compensation plan on earth. So you better know what you got and get out there and tell people about it. So back to you, June. I'm sorry.
Man, oh man, oh man. I told you she was a powerhouse. What a powerhouse leader Miss Angela Williams is. Man, was that some great information?